And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. So guys, I've decided to put on my Optimus set for a while. Now as you can see, it is high mobility but it's high recovery as well, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. I've also put on the tractor cannon because honestly I've got like 3 of them now and I'm getting really fed up with getting the same old crap. I've been getting some 300 blues so I can upgrade armor that I get, make sure it's 300 and then eventually 305. But I got 2 Starfire protocols and I'm tempted to infuse the other Star protocol. I had the other ones with the wings on. Now it looks cool but it doesn't do anything for me. The ability it gives you is already in one of the other classes, and the ability the chest piece gives you is about 1,000 times worse than the natural version. So I was going to go and collect some tokens for Earth, but I've got the full set from Earth now, so I'm going to try and finish getting the Exodus down set. I've got the chest and arms, I just need the helmet and feet. And then I'm going to do some more meditation missions. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to go to Nessus and I'm going to load that up right there. So, but what I'm going to do this video is critique Destiny because I'm getting pretty fed up of it by now. That's why I've started to play Witcher 3, and that's why I'm seriously thinking about getting back into Warframe. Except there's too many goddamn games. I just don't got enough. Don't worry, I'll still be playing loads of Destiny. But you guys seem to like the meditation missions, which are essentially, if you don't know this, they're just the main campaign missions. In Destiny 1, for the first 2 years, there was no way to play the main campaign again. But in year 2, they brought it in where you did daily heroics, and it was a random mission. And this is kind of that version of those. Except you got random loot from those, whereas this you get a specific set of armor that you can only get from doing your meditation. So I've got the full hunter set. What I don't have is the warlock set or the titan set at the moment. So I have to shut my door so my cat doesn't go running. So this is going to be boring because I mean, hopefully we're going to do some public events. We've got an EDZ token thing on. Let's find a Nessus token. Where are we? Oh crap! Did I buy any? Nessus. There we go. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna open my door again for my cat. Just give me a second, guys. I do apologise. Okay. Right, there she goes. So I'm getting shot at and killed. Yes, that's what I like. Oh, maybe I should try something other than lightning. I do like the Dawnblade class, and it's probably actually I think this is the class I use the most. I don't know why. I do like the Dawnblade. I like them all actually. I think they're all fantastic. But what we need to do is find shit. So we've got this crappy thing here. I mean, okay, that looks kind of cool when it does that, but in PvP it's a nightmare. You get knocked flying into a wall, you're dead. You get knocked off a cliff, you're dead. It really just kick your ass. The problem is, I really need to do enough tokens to get a helmet and arm, to get helmet and legs. I'm gonna need what? 200 tokens because of the randomization. 200 to 300 tokens, and I know they've got. I know for a fact that they've got algorithms in the ratio models. So the closer you get to needing something, the more rare it becomes. So it will know if it will know the only thing you need. Or say the only thing you need out of this armor set are boots. It will know that, and what it will do is it will make those boots harder to get. I know it's crazy, isn't it? And I've got no arc weapons on. Terrible, innit? I did have arc weapons on, guys. I'll sort this out in momentarily. Oh dear me. So what I'm thinking about doing is, like, Warframe's getting a massive open world update soon. Now Warframe is one of the best games I've played. It's been over 2 years since I've played it, and back then it put Destiny to shame, and it's had so much development since then. There's microtransactions in it but everything you buy you can get in the game if you grind for it. You don't have to pay for it. It's a free-to-play game where every single item in the game, even if you want to purchase a full armor set, a suit, they're called primes, with loads of abilities and loads of skins, you get 1,000 platinum with it, which is the currency. But there's an in-game market between players, and people will grind and then sell this stuff to you, and there's a bustling market. And I promise you, it really is one of the best games, free to play. So you could get all the, some rich kids might spend £100,000 on buying all the stuff in it, maybe more. But my brother plays it, and he's got all the same stuff they got, and he got it all for free just by grinding. And now they're doing a big open world thing with massive monsters where you, I can't even explain it, guys. You got to go check out Warframe as an alternative. Now, I'm not bashing on Destiny. I am bashing on Destiny, but I like Destiny. I like Destiny 1, I like Destiny 2. But this is my critique of it, okay? Destiny 1, the way it was advertised, well, we knew. We were all disappointed when we got the game, because it was advertised as big MMO open world, explore the universe, the galaxy, you know, play with friends, all this sort of stuff. Then what we got with this drizzly 5-hour campaign, we game content cut away and then sold as DLC. Now, for those that don't believe that, research was done and it came out a while after. The reason the main writer left a year before Destiny 1 came out, was because the game Destiny 1, including the Dark Below and all the DLC afterwards, including the Taken King, so the Dark Below, the House of Wolves, the Taken King, all of that was the original game. That's what Bungie planned to release. All of that content was their original game. Now, doesn't that actually make sense? That's something on par with Halo, isn't it? The size and scope of Halo. So Destiny 1 should have been the original game. All the DLCs, including the Taken King, should have been Destiny 1's original release. And then there should have been DLC afterwards. Rise of Iron was only the true DLC. That was the only true DLC that we got. And they made the money by... Basically, the game was finished, given to Activision, some more on Activision, some editor at Activision, cut the game up into segments and said, right, this is your final game. These bits we've cut out. We'll call this bit the Dark Below. That's what DLC 1. This is House of Wolves. That's DLC 2. Okay, the Taken King. I know this was middle part of the game, but we're gonna take that and put that as a separate DLC. Okay, so they did that. So by the time Bungie was at its end year, it was in a good place. But unfortunately, that was how it was supposed to be released. Now, the other problem is that when you get Destiny to its end state, like you did with Destiny 1, Destiny 2. Okay, you don't release a game by releasing the second version on par with the vanilla release version as its standard. You know, you don't release a new game at the standard that you released the first game. What you do is you release the first game, you build on it, and it's this epic thing, and then by the end, the finishing line is where you start the second game. So the second game builds on everything the first game had. And what have Bungie done? They've taken away all the things, all the quality of life developments they made. They're taking it all away. The exotics, the bounties, the random weapon rolls, the strikes. There's less strikes and they're boring. PvP is 4v4, which at first I was worried about, and I started playing and I enjoyed it. But now I realise there's no individual skill in PvP anymore. It really is. If you don't team shoot, you lose, and that to me just seems terrible. Because if you play with idiots that just run off on their own, you've lost. If you play with people that just want to play their own way, you've lost. You've got to play a certain way to win. This is why Iron Banner was so frustrating, because, you know, it were, what was it? Was it 5 tokens for a win and 2 for a loss? I mean, I played with so many randoms that I had to play something like 10 games to get the same amount of tokens to level up, as I could win 4 or lose 10. And I got stuck with random players that did not know how to play. And so while these guys that are winning are like, oh, 4 games and we've already leveled up Iron Banner, and we've got an Iron Banner package already. We've got some armor and weapons after 4 wins. That's good. Where I'm here, 10 games later, oh cool, I've finally got there as well. Honestly, Destiny 2 is in a bad. I understand that they've tried to strip it away for the casual player, but boy did they make a mistake. They've not stripped it away for the casual player. I mean, if it's true about some of the interviews where Luke Smith like goes around and his friends at work who are playing game, and he opens up and looks at his menu in Destiny 1 and go, oh, no, you shouldn't set it up like that. If he's saying that, like, he's basically saying his friends are simple, the people that work there are dummies, but we're not, guys. You know, some of us have got many degrees or have got decent careers. Some of us are surgeons and doctors, philosophers, scientists, university lecturers, designers. Do you really think we need a simplified system? No. The system in Destiny 1 should have been built on. I mean, look at this. These are the 2 options I get. I don't get to pick that, and then I want that, and I'll have some of that, and then I'll have both of those, and then I'll have that one, and I'll have both of that. You know what I mean? Look, that's it. I get that, or I get that. Where the hell's all the options gone? Why do I keep getting 50 of the same weapons that I don't, you know? Why is the loot system, once you hit 300, once you hit 305, why can't you get level 300 stuff dropping so you can start to upgrade other items, other armor sets? It makes absolutely no sense to me. It makes absolutely no. It makes no sense to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing this, guys. I'm doing this mission while we're critiquing Destiny. But there's no Grimoire again. The Grimoire's missing. Okay, and not only did they decide to put the okay, they decided to yeah. Oh, we'll integrate the lore this time into the game. Some stupid audio lines that no one's really listening to because they're too busy fighting. And then, but not only that, they took away the Grimoire cards. They took them offline. Can you believe it? They should have been kept there so that people who've never played Destiny 2 could relate back to it. I mean, what? I think they've taken the Grimoires offline because they realise how fucked up Destiny 2 is, and that it makes no sense. But come on, I mean, I'm just replaying The Witcher 3, guys, and you're going to see it on my channel. They've got a bestiary, okay? It's basically every creature, monster, demon, or anything you come across, okay? Anything you come across, there's a beautiful illustration and a book about it. You know, well, a page in a grimoire, essentially. Like it's like a Mass Effect codex, like a Mass Effect 3 codex. This one's not read out for you. But I mean, God, imagine if they'd done as well as they did with Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, where codex that it actually read itself out to you. You know, it read the information for you. I mean, that would be fantastic. Every alien race, every piece of technology, every political alignment or alliance or military operation that happened in that universe, it was written, it was typed out with images, and it was read out. I mean, and Bungie, seriously, a message to Bungie, if anyone ever sees this, is that too complex a concept for you guys? A simple codex, in-game codex that people can stop and read. The Grimoire, if the Grimoires were put in the game, inside the menu system, that would have been enough, that would have been great, okay? That would have been as close as we could have got to something semi-decent. But you guys really don't know what you're doing when it comes to, well, game design, which is really hard to say because you know, you did Halo, and I mean, is it Activision, guys? Is it you? What went wrong? Did you see the dollar? Did you see the dollar signs and you've gone native? Have you lost control of your company because you went with Activision? What happened to Bungie? What happened to you guys? I don't understand. What happened to Bungie? This is what I need to know. Somebody please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. I need to know what happened to Bungie. Because I played the first Halo on the Mac. And I never owned an Xbox, so I never got the pleasure. And they were that were one of my favourite games of all times back in the day. And I'd love Halo to come to Xbox. I would. I'd love this game to become. I mean, this game's not going to become what it's supposed to be until Game 3. Game 3 is going to be what what Destiny 1 should have been. And if that's true, that's going to be sad. And what would be even sadder is if they failed at it. Imagine if Bungie 3 came out and it was still not what Bungie was supposed to be. It was still so far off. You know, imagine if they were so far off. By the time they'd done Destiny 3, they were so far off getting it right that we never got the game we promised after 10 years. Imagine if we never got the game we promised. I mean, wouldn't that be heartbreaking, guys? I don't know why I got this rifle, guys. I've not done trials yet. My clan's growing slightly. But I got this from the gunsmith where I turned in tokens. I'm alright, it's pretty cool. I'd rather have the auto rifle. But it's pretty cool. But guys, please. I'm not bashing on this game because I hate it. I want to love it. I do. Look how much I play it. Look how much I played Destiny 1. I'm trying to collect everything I possibly can, guys. I really am. I really am trying. You know, I don't really know what else to say other than, you know, Bungie, get your shit together, please. You know, I've got all these weapons here, look. These like, you know, I picked up this from one of Cade's chess pieces. I need a level 300 weapon to get it to 305. I've got this, not bad, yeah, bad news. Is it bad news? Okay, bad news. It's not the gun I was talking about, but I've got a gun, another Hake gun that I really like, and I can't use it till I get, because the lower I am, the lower drops I get. So I need to equip weapons that keeps me at 305 all the time, on the random off chance that I get a 300 drop. Now the vendors that you talk with, apparently on the hour and every half hour they change their level. So apparently they can drop between say you're 305 because you've got your mods on, but you're 300. So they can drop between 295 and 300, and apparently every half hour they change their level. So you have to be lucky enough to have a shitload of tokens and then figure out which hour or which half hour they're going to be selling at 300 and then get there. So yeah, it's so frustrating, guys. You've no idea. So you have to work it out and write it down. Does it change every day? I mean, what were Bungie thinking? I think it's just to keep people playing longer, because there's no reason to play.
How can I help?
And this is the reason they've lost millions and millions and millions and millions of players. They've lost, well, 2.5 million players so far. But what I am going to do, guys, is I'm going to do every adventure. I'm going to set up 2 new playlists. I'm going to do every adventure on every planet. And I'm going to do every meditation and with each character like I've been doing. But I'm going to put that in its own playlist. Okay, guys. So for me to see what level they're currently dropping at, I'm going to have to use my tokens. Okay, so this is going to bother me. Now, I'm at 305, okay? But I don't know. They could be dropping at 295. So let's see. Okay, so they're dropping at 295 now. So in half an hour they could be dropping at 296. In half an hour they could drop. I don't know how it works. Does it go up in 1? Does it drop at 300 in half? Well, it changed to 300 in half an hour. But 295 is no good for me. Alright, I got the boots at least. Okay. So it doesn't look, while you've got those tokens there, you can't see what level it's dropping at, and that's so frustrating. Okay, so the boots. Okay, I've got the boots. Now I need some 300 boots. No, not those. I need some 300 blue boots. Hopefully I've got some somewhere that I've put away. Probably not. But 295. Now, if I drop again, will that be at another 295? It's 1047 right now. Do I come back? So I farm some more and come back in at 11 and see what it drops at. I think we should do that, guys. Okay. Okay, 295. We know it's dropping at 295. Okay, right. So. Okay. So. It's dropping at 295. You know, this 6.7, I've never really gave it a chance, and people are like, yeah, but I think this is a pretty solid gun that's been overlooked, and it's because there's other scout rifles like the Black Scorpion, which is a goddamn beast. Excuse the language. Okay, so guys, we're gonna play, and we're gonna come back here at 11 o'clock. Just gone past 11, and what we're gonna do is. That seems like a solid weapon to me. That I'm going to keep one of these. I'm not going to delete them, but I'm going to keep one. Okay, we've got longer distances. We've got armor piercing. I mean, I can put that up to 300. This is the point, though. You know, I mean, look at that. Get a really nice shader. This thing could look fantastic. But let's leave as is for now. Okay, so what we want is a. This is what we want. I like this. I like fighting the Cabal. See if we can destroy the ships quick enough. Now the curtain call launcher is fantastic. I don't have it, so we're certainly not going to be using. We're certainly not going to be using that. I mean, it'd be great for knocking the big dude off the ledge. I think. We're probably going to go with that. I'd like to go with that, but sometimes it's a bit iffy. I'm not going to go with electric. I'm going to go with flame. Because, okay, melee attacks grant health, recovery, melee, grenade, and class ability energy. We'll try those for a bit. Okay, we're going to go with, I was going to go with solar grenade and put on that bad boy so it burns longer. Well, let's try this. We're at 303, okay, guys? We're going to try that for a little bit, but we're going to swap out. Make sure we get, spare shit. Oh shit! I didn't realise I was gliding down all that way. I thought that were free flow. I'm just going to try this gun real quick.
We got some weird looking things doing weird stuff out here, Guardian. Go sort them out for me.
I think this packs a punch, you know. I really do, guys. I think it's something worth keeping. Put the Iron Wolf camo on it. Turn it into an absolute beast. But we won't be using it as a. At 303 now. I mean, we won't be keeping my level at 303. But it's so powerful. You can see this is it hits hard, baby. But yeah, we'll be changing this. What shall we put on? Let's go up and let's put that on. Ooh, no, let's put on. No. See, I've got two of those at 305. It's just, it's so frustrating. It really is frustrating, guys. But that beam weapon does a lot of damage. Now these gloves I've just got, I've never used them before.
How delightful. Cabal on the way, with another lander. I have already predicted the outcome of this venture.
Well, I don't think so, sunshine. So yeah, there's a lot of problems with Destiny 2 right now. So guys, I'm thinking about going back on Warframe, but what terrifies me is the size of it. I mean, I play Frontier Elite 2, but I haven't played that since Destiny 2 came out, and that game's amazing. Amazing. All those, a real full-size to scale galaxy. Oh my god. I'm in a massive warship with 7 turrets and shields and missile launchers and fucking hyperdrives. Oh, it's amazing. I miss it. And then there's Witcher 3. I need to start a schedule, guys, because otherwise I'm never going to get... I really need to... I do need to start a schedule. Now this weapon, even though these are solar based, guys, it's fantastic for melting. But I keep an eye out for my...
Already?
I keep an eye out for the ship at about 30%. Teammates have a good habit of jumping up onto your weapons fire though, I've got to admit that. Now the ship flies in from all around, God knows where. Just got to keep an eye out for it. Make sure that's reloaded. Because when I hit her with those 6 grenades she will flee. Where are you, ship? Where are you? There she is. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Someone landed on top of me. Or a teammate jumped in front of me, mate. I could have had that. I could have destroyed it. I did destroy it, but seriously, a teammate jumped straight in front of me as I took out my grenade launcher. Can you believe that shit? But I've got to say, guys, I have noticed a big drop in my well, everything. In particular, my exotics are drops. Not that I need them. I mean, I still don't have them all. I'm missing the other one. But the problem is, I need them for duplicates now, so I can upgrade other things. You know. Plus, I got them at lower levels sometimes. So we're going to try and collect tokens and stuff. And then at 11 o'clock, remember that? Remember at the last place we upgraded some shit? Bought some shit, sorry. Last time we turned in some tokens. It was 295 was the level. To be jolly. So if we go back, I wanna know, does it go up by 1? Does it go up by... Will it go up to 300? That's... I mean, look at that for a reward. Heroic event, what did I get? 297. I've got... No one else uses these bright paragons. They're probably... You know, if people get exotics, you're welcome. I run one of these every time I run this game, and I've bought probably 600 of them in total. So I don't know. I just don't know. But, trying to get tokens these days is really hard. It's a lot of hard work involved because you get one at a time for the most part. They had those chests that were worth 3, except apparently they were just a one-time thing. So yeah, but now I went to my teammates. I went to EDZ with my teammate, and he collected all his tokens, and because I loaded into his world, all my chests have gone. I never farmed all mine. In fact, I had plenty left to go. So I don't know what they're doing about that. I was hoping the tokens would reset every week. At least, like, at bare minimum a month, but even a month is asking a lot. I was kind of really hoping that, you know, maybe every 2 weeks the chest that dropped the 3 would reset. Because one token, to, you know, when you destroy a massive enemy, it takes you 10 minutes when you're on your own, and you get a token. Are you shitting me? Are you absolutely shitting me? What the hell is going off? Like, what the hell is going on? I don't even know what I'm supposed to destroy and collect here. Get some Vex stuff. I mean, I suppose doing patrols is one way, but you know, the patrols in Destiny, the patrols in Destiny 2 are pretty much the same as vanilla Destiny 1. In Rise of Iron and Taken King, there were a lot more patrols, lots of different variations. And in Destiny 1, when you took on an assassination, they had a chance to drop an exotic if you had a 3 of coins on. Now that's gone out the window. On top of that, they've taken away all the Rise of Iron and the Taken King things you did as patrols were different, and they're all gone now. No. So Lost Sectors, Artifact Edge. Okay, we're in Artifact Edge right now. We need to do its Lost Sector, do we? Okay, there's... See, when they talked about Lost Sectors, I was thinking about these mystical Vex things that, like, I don't know, appeared it out of time, and there were lost sectors in time or something, and they'd randomly fluctuate into existence every so often, and you'd go in there and there'd be specialised armour and loot. And it's not, it's just an area underground in a cave, and what happens? You just get some blue shit. I was expecting really unique weapons like that you can't get anywhere else, and that these lost sectors were really rare, and if you got into them, you're lucky enough to find them and get into them, you were the envy of the party. You know what I mean, so to speak. You know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. But anyway, you know, it makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. I don't know what Bungie are thinking. I mean, I've got these cool exotic snipers I never use because they're so damn weak in comparison to, grenade launcher or curtain call, or sniper. You know, the curtain call, grenade launcher with those really impressive cluster rounds. Okay, I don't like it personally, but it's impressive to use. I don't like the big bulkiness. Grenade launchers, now the exotic one that spits out full auto, and if you keep your finger on fire button, they bounce and then you let go and they all late explode at once. That's fine, but you can't get 8 of them to bounce and land next to the target you want to. So you have to just tap one at a time. You have to shoot them single fire and then let go and then let them explode on the target. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Am I wearing right gloves? Shit, I need to check something. I don't know, these gloves are supposed to be giving me energy class ability, grants health recovery. It don't seem to be granting any health recovery when I'm meleeing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So guys, we're going to do this last sector just to finish challenges. But okay, yeah, you get a little chunk back. Okay. The other gloves, your melees get more and more powerful. That'd be quite interesting to see, don't you think? These bad boys, Winter's Guile. Like the more kills you get with a melee, the more powerful they get, apparently. So there's one. There's 2. There's 3. 4. Oh, missed. 4. Okay, stacked 4 times, that's pretty cool. So you can start to take out some sizable enemies when you get going. Oh, what's that? What have I done? Oh, shit. You know what? You've got to be the main bad guy. Let's just die. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you like that, don't you? No. So I'm hoping that when we get back, it'll have been past, like, okay, so it's on the hour, it's 11 on the hour. So apparently every half hour they change. So now, has it gone up in 1 or does it go up in 5? Is it random? We need to find this. And I need to find these keys before I need to find the lost sector loot chest, because there it is. But you know, chances of I've had exotics out of them before, but like maybe once since I've been playing. Yeah, I mean, okay, 3 tokens from the lost sector. I mean, it's not enough, is it, guys? Seriously, it's not. It's just not enough. 297. I mean, come on. I need level 300 things minimum. Otherwise, I'm stuck wearing 1 set of armor and 1 set of weapons. I need level 300 weapons. Why don't they get it? Now, hang on. Is there a portal? Oh no, underneath something. Of course, there was a portal just to teleport out. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, we're gonna run. We're gonna do the. Let's aim and glide. Okay, I've got the wrong tree on, I think. Well, not the wrong tree, but I like this tree. I know that one tracks your enemies, which is fantastic, and the more kills you get, it extends it. But this one, you get the double dodge, and when you run, jump, and aim, you get to glide and shoot forever. I mean, you get the Icarus, you know, that's Icarus Descra. But this aiming is what's supposed to happen with that exotic with the wings. And the problem is that it lasts for like one or 2 seconds, and then you just drop like a brick. This thing, look, you just glide. Just keep gliding. No matter where you look. Keep shooting. And when you're shooting in midair, when you get kills, your grenade and your melee and all your ability energies come up faster. I think precision shots help a lot better as well. So that exotic was just a waste of time. And if people say, well, yeah, you can have, that means you can have this ability and use the other class set. Yes, but the ability that exotic gives you is so bad, it's not even worth talking about. I want to wear it just so it looks cool. I'm tempted. I mean, I had it, I deleted it. I'm tempted to buy it again and upgrade it just so, you know, because I've got 2 Starfire protocols. I might as well, you know, upgrade one. You know, upgrade one to 305. I don't know. It looks cool. That's all I can say. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys? This has been a long video, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, 35 minutes. We're gonna. It's a semi-critique. It was a critique of the game. I wanted just to explain my issues with the game. I've done it in other videos, but you know, Destiny 2 released itself and compared itself to the release of the vanilla Destiny. No, that's not what should have happened. When you finish a game, that's the game you finish. When you do a second game, the purpose is to beat that game. The release of the second game should outshine all of the first game, not just the release of the first game, but the end of the first game. It should outshine all of it. And Destiny or Bungie or whoever failed, Activision failed miserably. And that's why they're losing player base. They've simplified this game to a point where even idiots find it too easy. You know, even idiots think it's too easy. So yeah, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did wrong. I don't know who's in charge of that thought process. But God, so many millions of people think you guys at Bungie are idiots. And I understand the design process because I've been a designer. I've studied design. I've said this before. I've got many degrees in their area. I know how much work goes into all this. But the level of thinking is so simplistic. It's unreal. So that's why there's been a big drop from Destiny. So what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to do all the adventures as a separate playlist just for anyone that's interested, just to show you that you don't get anything from them. I'm also going to do all the, not just the adventures, but the meditations. I'm going to do those again just to show you. Hopefully I'll show you getting my full armor sets. And now apparently every half hour this updates, so it was 295 at the last level. So let's see if we can actually increase, see what the next drop level will be at. 298 now. Okay, so in another half hour will it start dropping at? Will it start dropping at 400? 400, 300? Possibly. But I'm going to come back at 11:30 and I'm going to find out. Okay? But,
XYJ890 scanned.
Yeah, I know, but
access possible.
It's just
Noted
298. I don't need it. I need 300s, and I just need the helmet. So we've got the Exodus Dawn boots. We've got the Exodus Dawn robes. We've got the Exodus Dawn. There they are. Gloves. We just need the helmet, and we've got the band as well somewhere. I think it's in the thing, in the chat. So I'm not gonna do any more video stuff here unless an event suddenly shows up. But I've got enough tokens to go back at 11:30 and check it out. And what I'll do, I will update you guys on my next video on what actually happened. So guys, yeah, there'll be plenty more Destiny 2 coming from me. I had to get some stuff off my chest. I'm pretty sure a lot of you agree. It still is enjoyable to play, but there is nothing to do. And they talked about how they were streamlining the content so that Destiny 2 there'd be no droughts or anything. Not only are there droughts of content, but the original content is so simplified that even, like, you know, fetuses are bored with it. You know, a 3-week-old clump of cells called they're called a fetus, but you know, before they're called babies. If you gave this game to a fetus, it'd be done with it in an hour. It'd be like, I finished campaign. I've got another 9 months before I'm born. What's this shit? Where's DLC? What are you gonna do next? Oh, that's our view. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. So cheers.